Hi everybody, Debra Dickinson here, Bandit down there, Sammy over there, and Friggle RV Gal behind the camera. Thank you for being on my channel. Today is the 6th video in my series that you can find on the playlist, and all of the links will be in the video description and pinned comment down below about NRCs and boondocking challenges. I wanted to end this series with something very positive so that you guys will know we enjoy this life, and I asked some of my friends, who some of them are also YouTube creators, and you can look for their links below as you see them on this video, and also I will have links about their tours during the video. So this is packed full of information. Mostly we want you to know that it's a great life out here. Let's hear what my friends have to say. I guess before I share with you what my friends have to say, I should tell you what I love about boondocking. If you've watched my channel and you know anything about me, you know that my heart lies with being in deep remote locations boondocking. And if you're wanting definitions for what boondocking and dry docking and all of that is, I'll have that link in a video for you that you can go back and watch, where my friends share all of the different nomad definitions with you. Right now I am dry docking in a state park. Friggle RV Gal and I will be doing the New Mexico state parks for the summer. Then we will go on to Lollapalooza in Texas in October. And then my meetup is my 6th annual Cocoa Fest meetup at City of Rock State Park. This is something different for me to be doing state parks and everything for an entire summer, but it's partly due to the last videos that I've put up in this series, and also just to do something different. I do boondocking and I do fee-based campsites. I've always done both. Are there challenges to this lifestyle? Absolutely. That's why I did this series, because I want you to have a reality check on what it's really like out here. And please go back and watch those videos. But is it worth it? Absolutely. We get to be in nature, even dry docking at a state park camp. I'm in nature. We get to go hiking. We get to go fishing. We get to enjoy wildlife, peace and quiet. I am sincere when I say that this lifestyle saved my life. It really did, and I'm very grateful for it, and I want you to know that if it calls to you, come on out. It really is a great life. You just have to be aware of all the other as well. So with all of that, let's go hear what my friends have to say.
Howdy y'all. Debra asked me to do this little video clip on what I love about my nomad life, and heck, this is what I love about my nomad life. It's probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. I don't even know. I'm not keeping track of the time. And so part of what I love about my nomad life is just seeing new great places to enjoy time in. With nature. I mean, what's better than life in nature, connecting with nature, trees, earth, water, fire. This is what I love about my nomad life. My stress level since I've been living the nomadic life has gone way down. Most of the time that my stress goes up is if I'm in a city, if I'm having to deal with normal city things, stress goes up. But in this, when, you know, like it feels like I've got all the time in the world to just connect with people and with nature, that's what I love about my nomadic life. I've made so many friends that it's like a deep personal relationship. We spend very little time on electronic devices, and we spend a lot of time with each other or in nature. Wintertime, it's about the connections. Making connections with people, enjoying the company of people, enjoying really getting to know them because they're not too busy spending time on electronic devices. And then summertime and or fall, spring, it's about the adventure, getting to see new places, new things, connect with nature, take hikes, seeing the great outdoors and things that await us if we only have the time and take the time to enjoy them. So that's what I love about my nomad life.
The Dan Van here. Let me tell you why I like boondocking. I like boondocking because of my bed. I mean, think about it. I don't have to pay for a hotel. I mean, that's the economic reasons, but let's pass that. Let's get to the bed. I get to put my bed by a babbling brook, a waterfall, out in nature. You hear these birds in the background? Or how about even by a train track? Now you may be saying a train track, but think about it. You're going out boondocking, you're driving 3, 4, 5, 6 miles down a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. Trains typically only sound their horns at intersections. So if you're out boondocking down the road a ways, you don't get to really hear the horn. All you hear is the clickety-clack of the train tracks, the rails. So yeah, it can be soothing too. It's good white noise. And being out in nature is great, but until you experience something like that, you might not understand it. But it's a wonderful thing to be out in nature, and even to be woken up at 10 o'clock at night by the loud sounds of a whippoorwill. That was a new experience for me, and I totally enjoyed that. So I get to take my bed and go and put it into nice environmental white noise sounds that I love. I haven't been able to move a hotel yet. Motels, they just aren't transportable. Hotels, you know, you can find some of them maybe by a river or a babbling brook, but you're gonna pay for that. So, and let me tell you, sleeping in your bed is nice. And I think you understand that. So when you have your own bed and you can put it next to things that you enjoy, it makes boondocking so much more worth it. And yeah, there are many other reasons why you should enjoy boondocking and why I love boondocking. But until you get out there and experience it, you're not going to understand it. So, everyone, hope you're having fun. I am, and you should be too.
Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm a friend of Debra's, and I just got a request from her to do a video on how I feel about boondocking in the nomadic lifestyle. And I tell you, I feel strongly about this, so strongly that I hit the record button probably 30 seconds after I got her request. I've been retired since December of last year. I know that's not a long time, but I did live in a trailer in an RV park for the last 3 years as kind of a test to make sure that I was going to be comfortable living in a trailer or an RV. I lived in a 27-foot Nomad. I absolutely loved every minute of it. And when I went to get a new trailer for my retirement, I actually reduced size from 27 to 21 feet. I spent the first 2 or 3 months boondocking in Quartzsite, Arizona, and I fell in love with the desert, and I loved boondocking. It gave me this opportunity to feel really self-sufficient. I wasn't plugged into electricity. I've got lithium batteries and solar panels. I found a way, I won't go into detail here on this, but I found a way to get rid of my black and my gray water without having to move the trailer with this tote and a pump and using my pickup truck. Anyway, I was able to park my trailer in the desert basically for free, and I didn't move it for probably 8 weeks. And all the comforts that I've ever had at any sticks and bricks that I've ever lived in, it was present for me and continues to be present for me living in my trailer. When I was in Quartzsite this winter, I got the opportunity to camp with both Frugal RV Gal and with Debra, and they introduced me to a plethora of people in the nomadic community, and it was remarkable. I liked everyone that I met. there are shared values in that community. And one of the things that I like so much is that there's kind of this unwritten code that you share with people, the skills and abilities that you have. And in return, people share with you the skills and abilities that they have. If you know how to work on engines, you may help people with their mechanical problems. But if you have ripped pants, maybe someone knows how to sew. It's things like that that really sustain the community. And I think it bonds people together. I love this lifestyle, and I hope to continue to be a part of it for many, many years to come.
Hey y'all, I have been boondocking probably for about 5 years, coming out here and learning different things. And this year Hemingway and I came out, and it's been 8 months and about a week that I've been doing this. We haven't been back to Texas in that time, and I've been camping with friends that are more like family to me. And today is my first solo day. And you know what? I was writing in my journal, and while there is a breeze, it hasn't been just real strong at all. And it got that way, and I couldn't hold my pages, and I was like, what the heck? And I looked up, and I looked across the way over there. I saw my first wild horses. Beautiful. I tried to capture some. I don't know how much I got, but what do I love about boondocking? All the different sceneries that I get to see. I love the desert. I love places where I can see out. I am from Texas, and I like to be able to see, but I love the forest as well. It's beautiful out here. It's not for everybody, but I love it. And I mean, if you like to camp, go camping. Go to a state park or a national park, and check out the facilities if you like to be plugged in. Just get outside and do it. There's highs and lows with everything in life, and it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, y'all get out there and do something. Peace, love, and big hugs to each and every one of you.
I read an article a while back entitled, "Are Displacing Wildlife?" And it talked about how recreational use of the wilderness, even low impact stuff like just walking, disturbs the wildlife, pushes them off into other areas, displaces them. But my old man brain misread the headline, and I thought it said, "We are displaced wildlife." And that struck me. It's like, yes, we are wildlife that are all living in the wrong places, most of us. Living in suburbs, living in cities, and it's not good for us. So when I get out boondocking, I realize, okay, this is my place. This is where I should be. And it's where I'm happiest. I used to be just a miserable guy. And angry, aggressive. I got away from all of that, got out into the boondocks, and I'm much happier. I'm content. I'm at peace. I'm physically and mentally healthier, and I think it's great that we have the opportunity to be out here. I hope you're enjoying it too.
So I started this journey after becoming an empty nester in 2019. It's I think I probably share this with a lot of people. It's kind of a compulsion, right? It's something that you feel like you need to do. And I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I'm doing it. I think in a lot of ways it has been, well, it's sort of my salvation, for lack of a better term. So look, back in the 70s, there was this study, It was done by Princeton University, I think. They took a group of seminary students and they wanted to do this thing about Good Samaritans. And they told these students that they were all going to participate in this Good Samaritan forum, right? They told half the students, here's the location, go on over there, start doing your presentation. The other half of the students, they said the same thing, but they also said, oh, and you're late. And what they didn't know is en route, they had staged a person who was clearly in need, who absolutely needed help. It was obvious. And guess what? The students that didn't have a time constraint all stopped to help the person. And the people that thought that they had to get there because they were late, they actually tripped over the person. So I say that because when you live like this, there's parts of you that, and parts of other people that you meet too, when you have the time and you have sort of the shared collective goal of just sort of living free, yeah, it really can do a lot of good for your soul. And it makes you more generous, I think, if you are a generous person or you think you are. Other people are more generous, they take the time, and you see beauty. And you're in close proximity to beauty all the time. So while this certainly isn't something that I'll do forever, it's always going to be part of my life as long as I can make it work, because it is, the people out here are beautiful. I've got so many more friends than I used to have. The dogs have so many more friends than they used to have. And I just wake up every morning just feeling fortunate. And I'll be honest with you, that's not always how I felt. So, yeah, for the time being, I'm good where I am.
Good evening. I'm Joan Pringle, and I love this nomad snowbird life. I do consider myself a nomad or snowbird because I enjoy going down to Quartzsite and staying put, and then coming back for summers to state of Washington. But the whole month going down, month and a half, I just do all kinds of fun things, nomad stuff. Going back, the month going back, I visit everywhere and get to see so many new things. I love this life. It is a choice of mine. I choose to live this way out of my wonderful 13-foot scamp. She is just wonderful. Her name is Lola. And right now I am in the backyard of my son and ex-husband's place. And it's a duplex, the other side, my daughter lives there. I've had an opportunity to meet so many wonderful people. And, you know, we kind of go in and out, in and out, in and out. We disperse during the summer, and then we come back together in the winter in Quartzsite. I just love that little town. Some of the things that I can't just sit around, so I'm always busy. Love to play cards, quilt, watch movies, read. I paint rocks. Maybe I'll take you over here and maybe I can show you a little bit. Here's my rock table. Oh, not really best light, but I have there's a tray of rocks that I paint. And so I spend a lot of time painting and selling rocks. So I'm always busy. There's always something to do, something to see, people to visit. I love this nomad life. Hey, love you, Debra. Bye-bye.
Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. I've been on the road for 4 years pulling this trailer with this motorcycle for the last 4 years, raising awareness and money for the cure to diabetes in memory of my son. Camping out with this trailer here has been a pretty interesting thing because I've camped out at Walmarts, truck stops, parks, national parks, state parks, all kinds of stuff like that. And it's been pretty much a joy and easy to do. Boondocking is great. It's easy to do, and don't be scared. The first time I tried it, I was a little scared. This trailer has a solar panel and a battery, and that's pretty much all and a max fan on the top, and that's pretty much all I need. It's been great, awesome. If you haven't tried boondocking, you should. Catch you on the road.
Hi, my name's Jana, also known as Frugal RV Gal. on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Debra and I are currently at a New Mexico state park, but we are boondocking. We're not plugged in, and we don't have any water or sewer, electric, or anything like that. So we are boondocking, even in a state park. So when Debra asked me to do this video, I tried to think back, thinking, what do I love about boondocking? What I love about being full-time, not even just boondocking, but being full-time on the road. And I thought, wow, there's so much about boondocking and about traveling full-time. And so I was thinking of all the places I've gone and all the places I've been and all the things that I've seen and done. And it just made me think. I've kind of got where I was reminiscing and going back and looking at old videos and old pictures. So what I decided to do is show you some of my favorite places and some of the favorite things I've done. Hope you enjoy the clips from the last several years that I've been on the road. Just cross paths. So last year I got to finally see a bear, a little up more up close than I would like, but I saw a bear for the first time. I also went to the beach for the first time in my life, and first time for Lighthouse and Trail Magic. My friends Lola and Vicky met me in Tennessee, and we did Trail Magic on the Appalachian Trail. Got to see the London Bridge. And I actually stood at the center of the world in Arizona. Yeah, the center of the world. I also rode a train for the first time. I've never ridden a train until I rode the Royal Gorge train, and I also rode the Leadville, Colorado train. I even faced some of my fears. I walked across the Royal Gorge Bridge, and I also rode the gondola, which, if you know anything about me, I'm afraid of heights. And here I am riding the gondola, and just get to do what I love to do. Oh, and nature, did I mention you get to see all kinds of nature? Yeah. Beautiful sunrises and beautiful sunsets everywhere you go. Now let's talk about some strange places I've seen. I've gone to Slab City. This is Bishop's Castle in Colorado. This was a shipwreck. I also, since I have been full-time, have been a park host. I have enjoyed being a park host for several parks, one in Texas and also a BLM park in New Mexico. There's all kinds of meetups that I've attended. The RTR, Cocoa Fest, Lollapalooza. But the best part, I think, of being full-time on the road is the people that you meet and the people that you become friends with and you stay friends with. And they may come and go, but they always seem to come back, and we always seem to meet up once again. So the best part about boondocking and being a nomad is the long-term friendships that I've made. You like boondocking? Huh? You like boondocking?
So there you have it. That was 8 of my friends sharing with you what this lifestyle means to them. Just know it's a good life out here. Keep on keeping on, everybody. We'll see you down the road. Bye. Bandit is barking at hummingbirds that are flying by. I guess before I tell you what my friends... Nope, I'm not telling.
8-4.
That's not what I wanted to say. Keep going. And I am sincere when I say that this lifestyle changed my life. I am sincere when I say... So there you have it. That was 8 of my friends. Is that the right number? Yeah.